This video is all about solo travel. For the past 2 weeks, I've been fortunate enough to travel a bunch of different parts of Thailand, starting in Bangkok, then to Koh Tao, then to Koh Phangan. Right now, I'm just outside of Khao Sok National Park. I've been doing this entire trip alone, completely by myself, and that's the way exactly how I wanted it to be. When I left Canada about 2 weeks ago, I was like, you know what? I want to go out, explore, I want to film and edit as much as I can, and I know that I'd be a big pain in the ass to travel with if I was with somebody that wasn't into the same things as creating content on the go. The ultimate reason why I originally wanted to come out here solo traveling, doing this entire trip by myself, despite maybe being a little scared or uncertain about what would actually happen, is ultimately because I didn't want any excuses holding me back from going out and seeing the world, because travel, filmmaking, riding bicycles, 3 pillars of my life. And I really wanted to get out here, explore, travel, and I didn't want any reason not to do it, so if I couldn't get friends to come with me, I'd still do it regardless. Pretty much everybody back home asks the same basic questions. Is it scary? Is it lonely? Is it hard? Is it challenging? Do you get homesick? And the answer to all those is yes. But that's the exact reason why solo travel is so great. I get to do everything at my own pace, on my own time, and despite the fact that I miss all my friends and I miss my family very much, and that times have been difficult and things do get lonely at times, that's ultimately why I think solo travel is so rewarding. You're stepping so far outside of your comfort zone that ultimately you're left with no other option but to face those challenges. And I've always found that the best things in life come with the hardest challenge. I get the opportunity and the chance to share my life and share a part of my travels and share some of my adventures with people who, if I never left the country, I would have never met in my life. And to me, that is one of the most important things you can have as you solo travel, is the people and the stories that you can tell and share that you would have never had the opportunity to do so if you just stayed back home. For me, jumping into the unknown is not something that you should be afraid of. It is something you should embrace and you should go after. And that's exactly what I'm trying to challenge myself with on this trip. Find the things that are terrifying, that are scary, that are uncertain, and go after those things. Obviously, mother if they're safe. And don't be afraid to go out of your comfort zone, to push those limits and discover and try new things, because that's where you really learn about yourself, about life, and what's truly important. The nature of solo travel means everything is done on your own or with the people and the strangers that you meet along the way. But because of that, it makes you more appreciative for the people and the relationships that you've built back home, and I can't thank the people that have brought me here enough. This is the most important thing that I've learned on solo travel, even though it has been 2 weeks, is to be grateful, to be thankful, and to just appreciate every moment that you have in these places, doing the best we can to keep them looking nice and to make them better than the way we left them. Every day I wake up with the same purpose, to go out and explore new things and try new things that I never would have done ever. And I've made the commitment every single day. Things get so much easier to do that when you're solo traveling and you meet new people and you can share those experiences with each other. When you're constantly alone, all you have time to do is think, and you can only think of the past, present, and future, and you end up thinking about those 3 a lot. And it's really nice when you can be grateful for the present moment, thankful for the friends and the family that have brought you to this point in your life, and excited for the future. So that's what solo travel gives you, is that perspective that I don't think is easy to achieve otherwise. Now, do I think solo travel is for everybody? Probably not. It is very challenging, but if you are willing to take on the risks and take on the uncertainties that life has to throw at you, solo travel is the best thing you can possibly do. I've really enjoyed this time so far, but I do miss home, and I am missing my friends and especially my family. I've got another 8 weeks to go, and I'm really excited. In fact, I just landed my first client, so a little update for everybody back home. landed my first client out on this trip. So I'm currently staying at the Kowsock Riverfront Resort, and for the next 8 to 11 days I'm going to be creating content, photo and video for them that they can use for marketing, promotional ads, and in exchange I get free accommodation, free food, and free excursions. And I could not be more excited. This is going to be fantastic. This is exactly why I came out here on this trip, and it's finally nice seeing that so much behind the scenes hard work is really starting to pay off. All the efforts locked away, learning about everything, teaching myself things is really starting to come true, and eventually I do want to do this as a career, so I'm very excited. But I digress, and that's my initial impressions of solo travel. Great time for reflection, makes you extra grateful, and I can't be thankful enough for where I am today and who's brought me here. So a little more heartfelt. Next video is probably going to be a little more exciting, a little more adventurous, but I figured I'd make this for everybody back home. So until next time, might make one tomorrow, might not, but thank you.